One of the things I also wanted to highlight too is, while there are a lot of moving targets happening in the mortgage world, real estate is absolutely still happening. And I just pulled up here within the last 24 hours, we've had 196 new listings hit the market, 125 go under contract, and 160 actually closed within the last 24 hours. So there's still properties moving, and there's still not a massive amount going on and not coming off. When you say, there's 196 activated and 160 closing there, that's, not a massive gap in between. So we're still seeing that low inventory. So still a great time out there for sellers. And obviously the rates are still low while there are some interesting stipulations and changes happening in the mortgage world. Still a great time to buy, correct?
Absolutely. No, it's an unbelievable time to buy. And actually, even if you're in the category of being under 660, you need to connect with an individual to be prepared, because when it does come back, it's going to be an even greater opportunity. And if you're above that 660 credit category, start reaching out, because we're seeing just absolutely unbelievable rates. So right now there's two ends of the spectrum. Huge opportunity for a certain individual, more limiting currently, temporarily for others. So yes, unbelievable time to buy. Unbelievable savings are out there. We're saving people a ton of money, so there's a lot of emotion there, but also, the other side of emotion. One question I had for you was, and I'm getting, questions from individuals, is what kind of impacting this will have on values, home values? Do
Sure.
you see that going up or down, or like changing at all?
Right now, we're still seeing it, as same as it has been over the last few months. Even though we've now been in the lockdown for the last 3-4 weeks here, houses are still moving, inventory is still low. We're still, in some cases getting bidding wars. Not everyone, but certainly are still getting those where they're going over list price. So, I think the values are still strong. In the homes, I haven't seen things starting to drop off. Certainly same thing, if you have a lot of days on market, it's going to cause your house to drop, but that's not necessarily a side effect of what's happening right now. I think as this prolongs, we'll see something affect this in the real estate land. I think in, probably more like 60 to 90 days from now. So middle of the summer, we'll see how this starts to play out, because if there's a lot of people that are on the sidelines right now due to job loss or whatever it may be, that aren't buying, aren't selling, we'll just have to see how this starts to recover, assuming that starts to happen this summer. And I think that's when we'll see some sort of effect. But as of right now, right at this minute, I have not noticed any dips in pricing for, if you're going to list your home. So I think those values are still strong.
That is great. And if you mind, one follow-up question on that is, I'm actually getting customers who had been pre-approved and were, prior to all this, getting ready to list and then purchase, and they're calling me and saying, I'm getting conflicting information from different people. One person saying to kind of ride it out and then list, because typically, I guess, like after Easter is when you start really seeing activity pick up. It's when the spring market probably starts to hit. But so they're getting conflicting information of, do I list now? While there's, I guess, still that limited inventory and other people aren't, or do we hold off and list kind of once this is passed and there's a little bit more certainty out there? What do you think about that?
We're telling everyone to list right now, right? We know right now that the market is great. We don't know what the market is going to be like I was just saying, in 60, 90, 120 days from now. So right now we know we're at the height of the market. We know the values are still strong. Houses are still selling. Inventory is still low. And in fact, there are people that are waiting. And again, there are circumstances that are causing them to have to do that, which I think is also driving inventory down a little bit more. So right now is a tremendous opportunity to do that. I think the other thing that people aren't thinking about yet is that when the market comes back, and this COVID-19, starts to clear up, that if everybody is waiting, now what? All of a sudden you have that explosion of people then going out in the market at that point. So now you have that much more competition at that time, right? So again, great opportunity right now to be able to take advantage of maybe not as much competition, right? I think we historically see spring as the time that houses are popping and moving all over the place. And maybe this year it slows up because of our current circumstances. And maybe our spring market ends up, in midsummer or in the fall, and you start to see that. So again, why not take advantage of less inventory right now and less competition right now?
Yeah, no, and really, it sounds like real estate is the only asset that's not even being affected or impacted currently. You see stock market up and down. You see even the U.S. dollar having adjustments in its value. But it sounds like the housing is still staying strong. So even more reason to maybe to invest in that real estate or take
And you know what? What a great way to wrap up this market update. And even just touching on that, April 23rd at 5:30, you and I and three other folks are also going to be doing a virtual panel on real estate investing and touching on what that looks like in the current climate and why it's a great opportunity to go out and buy some investment properties. Great way to be building wealth. Great place to be putting your money, especially right now, right, with the volatility in the stock market. So yeah, that's a great opportunity to plug that coming up here in a couple weeks. I'm excited to get on the virtual panel with you, and we've got Keith with Magnus Properties and Jim Martin who does investing, and then Graham Stevens, an attorney. So we'll have a great panel to be able to touch on a variety of aspects of what real estate investing looks like from a legal perspective, property management perspective, lender, investor, realtor, everything. So absolutely. Well, Rory, I appreciate your time on this. And Rory Leach with USA Mortgage. I don't think I said that earlier. Again, appreciate all your time and your information on this. And yeah, man, have a great day.
No, my pleasure. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And, hopefully once we get a little certainty, we can maybe do a follow-up one and kind of let you know where we're at there and what programs and where rates are. Because I really think that it's going to get better. We're potentially going to see lower rates than where we're at today, which is the lowest I've ever seen. So yeah, appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully we can circle back and provide a little more information later.